Hello, this video has been set up for students to walk you through logging in, completing your About You section, and selecting your ag course. All students taking ag classes in the state of Illinois will need to complete this basic information. There will be a second follow-up video that will walk through other things that you can do in AET on that first day of school. So we're going to go ahead and get started by logging in. You'll need to click up here in the right-hand corner on Login. Then you'll be using the student login section. You'll need to start with your chapter number. That will start with the letters capital I, capital L, and then have numbers following it. Your username, unless your advisor tells you differently, should be the first letter of your first name and then your last name. And the first two letters will be capitalized. So for my student, it's Adeline Williams. So her login is capital A, capital W, ILLIAMS. And her password is going to be the exact same on the first login. So again, you'll need to put in your chapter number. Yours will be IL and numbers after it. Login should be first name, last name. Password is the same. If you've logged on to AET before and you've changed your password to something else, that's fine. You would log in the same way as you have always. When you get logged in, it'll always take you to your dashboard first. So this has all the different functions that AET performs. We're going to be working on the profile today. So you need to click on the profile tab. And the first thing we're going to do is manage and edit your profile and password. This page is all about you. So it's got Adeline Williams up here at the top. It says what chapter we're part of. And what we're going to want at the end is we're going to want this to say 100%. If you would like to go ahead now and change your password to something other than your login, that's probably a good idea. Your advisor may give you some instructions on what they would like your password to be, but you can type it in here and hit reset. If you ever cannot remember your password, your advisor can reset it for you. If you want, you can also upload a profile picture of yourself so that you don't just have this little picture that they put in. But what we need you to fill out is in this demographics section. So you're going to hit edit. We'd like you to fill out all of this information. We're not so worried about your shirt size, but if you would like to put that in, that's fine too. So I'm going to start in by putting in birthday, graduation date. The month can be June or May or whichever you would prefer, and then what year you're going to graduate. Like I said, shirt size we're not so worried about. If you want to put it in there, your advisor may request it, and you can put it in there. Gender, race, ethnicity, and we do want your residency. So whichever of these you fall into, and if you have questions, you can ask your ag teacher to help you make that decision. And you're just going to hit save. See, we're up to 62%, so we're getting there. The next thing we're going to do is put in our mailing address. This will actually help us get our FFA magazines sent to the right place. When you start typing in, it will start giving you options of addresses. You're going to want to click one of the options. This is actually the address that we're going to use, and it gives me my city and state even. So I click on it, and then we'll upload it in. You can check it right here. So here's our mailing address. Go ahead and put in your contact information. If you have a school email address, that's probably best. Put in your contact information. Go ahead and hit save. As you can see, we are up to 100%, and that is what we are requiring. Your advisor may want you to put in your contact information, your parents. It's very easy to do. You just hit edit and fill out your information for one or both guardians or parents, whatever your advisor asks you to do. After that, we're done with this section. Just a few things to note. When you're looking here, it does show you how to set up the mobile setup, which is really nice if you are going to be using AET for your record keeping. Makes it very nice to have it right there on your phone, so you might check that out as you're setting up your profile. The last thing that we have to do before we are done with the required pieces of information is click back on profile. We're going to be choosing our ag course. To do that, we click on record your school ag class schedule. And we'll hit add class. Your teacher should have set up all of the classes that are offered at your school, and you've got to pay attention to the teachers, especially if you have a 2-teacher or 3-teacher program. So we're going to go ahead and sign up for Miss Coy's Intro to Ag class. We'll go ahead and hit add. That's the class we're going to take. If you're taking 2 ag classes, you're going to want to go ahead and add both onto your schedule. So if we're also taking Mrs. Waters Agronomy, we'll go ahead and add that as well. You have now completed the required sections of the AET login for the state of Illinois. Your advisor may ask you to continue to put in more information so that you can use more of AET. There is a second video that you can watch that will go through some of the other things that you can set up on your first day of class. Hope you have a great school year, and thank you.